light. Their love, light, and happiness, like you and Johnny always do for other people instead of doing for yourselves. I can't imagine you staying in bed on a Saturday morning. Neither can you. Because you're so used to being occupied and people keeping you occupied so they don't have to think about taking care of you properly. Because they're worried about themselves and their social standing and their standing on Instagram and all that stupid bullshit on social media that is not social. Is not social. They were willing to let me die and not call 911 when they watched me die. Watched me kill myself. All of you did. Including you. But I don't mind. Because I had to go nuts in order to go nuts. Eat nuts, don't be nuts. That's the way of the world. Got this blue on me. I should have put more green. Should have put more green instead of that blue. I suck at putting on makeup. You do not. I cannot wait for you to make me up. For you to make me look like your little creation. Your little pearl of wisdom. Your little pearl that you're spinning in between your fingers. They're pretty. I know. I watch them. I'm a watcher, not a doer. Like to hide behind my camera. Somebody has to be a watcher in order to watch you narcissistic assholes get your shit on and get your people doing your people things. Because there's people and they're people. And then there's people, and then there's People Magazine. They're everywhere, them people. They all have opinions. Too bad they're not skewed in the right direction. Too bad, too bad. They're gonna hate hearing these pussy lips go off. All the time. All the time, throughout crime, throughout time. These golden pussy lips, somebody's gonna start listening to them. They're gonna start to breed. Gonna start having little depth shits. Because we're gonna put eggs out there for people to have. Because they've ruined themselves. And you have not. You are pure. Like my photography. That's my Eben. My Eben. Eben. I love the way it sounds no matter what I say. Eben. That was Eben. It still sounds like Eben. Doesn't matter. Eben. 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 Eben would if she could. She would right now if she could. But she hasn't done her due diligence yet and ditched that dyke that she's with. Because she thinks that dyke's gonna make her happy still. It ain't happening anymore. She ain't doing it. Break up. It's time. It's time that relationship has done its due diligence. It's my turn. It's my turn to get in them golden pussy lips and see what it's all about. And I don't care if you stay with me forever. I know you're going to stay with me forever because you're going to be there when I need you the most. And that's all that matters. That's all you can do. Be all you can be in the army of mine that my daddy made for me. my army. He knew I was a warrior. He just didn't know what kind of warrior. He didn't know I was gonna be using my cunt the way that I did. Didn't know he was gonna have a kike daughter. And he was gonna have to stare at her and dream about fucking her all the time. While he's fucking that Amber Heard. Thinking about his new daughter-in-law instead of thinking about her. His own wife. Because she's rancid. Stupid. She can't help it. She had to be that asshole. I love this L'Oreal stuff that makes your eyes grow. You shouldn't curl your eyelashes because you end up tearing them off. They're bad. It's better to curl your eyelashes with your eye makeup. And hold it just a little bit longer. Hold it a little bit longer. Get that L'Oreal on it. Because L'Oreal is Lancome Light. And they're in trouble because of what Amber Heard did. And said. And people aren't wearing makeup like they did. Because nobody wants to wear lipstick. Nobody wants to put that shit on anymore. Because they want to hide their lips. I saw this lady in a fucking car, in her own car, coming out of her own house wearing a mask. I don't wear a mask anymore. Unless I have to. I done did jail and didn't get COVID when I was in jail. And there were lots of people that had COVID in jail. I don't know how I avoided it. Because I know I laid in a shower. Laid in a shower. Got myself all hot. Because I did not have hot water at home. I didn't mind taking a shower there. Although I was left alone. I would have called my attorney. I wanted to call my attorney and tell him to get me the fuck out of jail. But I couldn't. They wouldn't let me make my phone call when I asked them to. Can I please use the phone? Later. Can I please use the phone? Later. Hall monitors with guns, they're dumb. They're just doing a stupid job. They left me to rot an extra day because they were so vapid. And they don't understand what they did to a brain damaged woman by not giving her her medication. Didn't understand that they were going to lose their jobs because they told me to come. Let us know when you're here. Let us know when you show up, because we don't believe you're going to do it. We can't believe that you're going to show up after we served you papers when you woke up from the crazy unit and wanted to see your son. Because you were crazy, in love with his dad. And let that bastard rape you after and almost kill you after your son begged you not to leave him. Begged me not to leave him. I wish I had. I wish I had left that bastard when he put me in a psych ward and I met Marianne. But I met Marianne, so it was better than not meeting Marianne. Trust me. I loved playing with Marianne. I loved loving her without loving her. Because there's only one dyke for me. Only one bull dyke in the world that I want to satisfy. Only one bull dyke. I don't have time to waste on a bunch of women that aren't worth it to me. Because they don't do their due diligence as human beings. That's why you need somebody that loves you more than ice cream, honey bunny. Because that bitch that you're with right now does not. does not. I can tell you're not satisfied by the way you walk. By the way you walk, you can tell by the way a woman walks if she is satisfied in bed. And you are not. You are not. That bitch has to go, because I want to dike out on you before Halloween. I want to dike out on you every chance I get before we get to dike out on Johnny and make sure that he's diked out all his life. I'm sure when he sees these two dykes together, that's going to be okay for him. We're going to just have to put it on my Instagram so that nobody knows. Nobody sees Catherine the Great coming. Can't believe it's me. Yes, it's me. Y'all wanted me. Guess what? I'm here. I'm here. I'm queer. Get used to it. Did not know I was queer until this year. I had to be 50. Because the last time I tried to be bisexual, it was awful. I was with these people who did not love each other at all. She was a nurse and he was a cop. And she hated him. I don't know why she was with him, except maybe because she had to be. Her entire life. I should do something with my hair, but I don't care about my hair, not like you. I like how it curls. I like this. I like this. It's nice. There's this brush. Oh well, I guess I can use this. My hair looks dumb, like my brain tumors. My dumb brain tumors, my dumb hair. I went to a Chinese woman and said I wanted a bob like this. My hair was down to my tits. I was excited to have a bob with this down to my tits. You see what I got? Did not do it. Did not do their due diligence. Didn't do it right. I'm glad you love me, honey bunny. I'm glad somebody does, because I needed somebody to really love me. All my skanky pussy ways. All my skanky ways that I am who I am. I'd hate to be that catfish right now, because she's been catfished. She got popped. She has to go to court. She's going to jail. She took me for $5,000. Thank God I had it to spend. Although I didn't, because I should have gotten myself out of jail. But I had to go through jail just to go through jail just so I could sue those assholes for millions of dollars. Millions and millions. That's what they deserve. I told those people when they were jailing me, I said, you guys are going to be the ones protecting me. I figured it out. Which ones are worth protecting and which ones aren't.